During the consultations held nearly 2 weeks ago by the CARICOM Regional Commission on Marijuana, participating youths noted, with a mix of relief and trepidation, the more relaxed stance taken by police since the introduction of decriminalization of possession of 10 grams of marijuana or less.
It must be a relief for you as a smoker to not have to worry that police will run up on you and arrest you and charge you for that.
Well, I don't say that they legalize it and thing, but I still move the same way.
You still move with secrecy.
I don't ride around with that. I smoke home.
I actually like it now because lately I'm already been charged for a little less than 10 grams, and 10 grams is a little, and I was charged already for that. So now I feel a relief now because now I know they don't charge me for not again right now.
Their sentiments are echoed by persons who have spoken with famous basketballer and noted marijuana activist and user himself, Clinton Polo Lightburn.
Just before I got here, about an hour ago, I spoke with a friend of mine who, in their yard, you have at least 3 different people selling marijuana. That's like $50 Belize or less worth of marijuana. And they tell me that before the decriminalization law was passed, the police used to come there and harass them 2-3 times a month, and every day they would pass about 3 or 4 times a day vehicles filled with police. But since the law was passed, the police hasn't stopped by, and they don't see the vehicles filled with police anymore. And now and again, a police vehicle would go by with 2 police who are doing their routine patrol. Also, there is less tension in the yard. For example, the kids, they are not scared of the police anymore like how they used to be, because even they realize that a change has taken place.
The marijuana thaw has even extended to the courts, where cases of simple possession and even trafficking have seen a sharp reduction in the past month. But Lightburn says there is much further to go, especially as regards a change in thinking.
In Belize, when we get a picture of a marijuana smoker, we see 2 little black boys on the south side, 2 bad boys, they smoke weed. When you go to the States, the lone white-head old, they used to go in the pharmaceutical place, they were sell marijuana, and what they are doing is they are replacing their drugs that used to have all these side effects that used to kill them with marijuana, which heals them. The thing is, I think we are nitpicking. As far as marijuana goes, I've never been to, and I have a lot of friends that smoke marijuana. I've never been to a friend of mine's funeral and they said, boy, that man dead because he smoked too much weed. All right? For example, the great Paul Nabar, he died when he was 85 years old. And he was the buye, the healer. He was the man who took you to meet your ancestors when they died. He played for 9 nights. He played the guitar from sunrise, from sunset to sunrise, and sang at all the funerals of his people. And he told me that whenever he did that, from sunset to sunrise, all he did was smoke marijuana and drink water.
Like most we have spoken with, Lightburn urges moderation and a proper understanding of the properties marijuana has. He also acknowledges the geopolitical reality. After a mass spraying of paraquat in the 1980s, the Belize marijuana trade gave way to imported varieties from Mexico, especially after the US market collapsed when the decriminalization and legalization movement went there. But the church's opposition notwithstanding, what happens next? Lightburn predicts a chill out for the next few months, but expects party political support as general elections come around the corner.
I think it's something that won't be addressed again until the general election, just because of the way things are done in Belize. Even though it's urgent, most countries I know that once they start the decriminalization, like for example Jamaica, it's only been less than 2 years since they decriminalized, and already they are working on the legalization process. I personally don't believe that we are going to get that done or have a discourse about that until close to the next general election.
So you expect it may be a part of some political party's platform?
It definitely will be. Look how big it was this year. And all the people that are more, I would say 90% of the people that call for decriminalization also wants legalization.
Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.